So I have here in this group show, there are three pieces. Spring, number 1, Essential, number 29, which is one of the series, and Forest, number 1. And obviously my paintings, inspiration is nature, and I have been working on the theme of nature for the last 30 years. And I try to express essential of nature, natural environment for us physically and psychologically, especially in this time of pandemic. We realize how important it is for us to rediscover the importance of nature and place ourselves in the natural environment and then be grounded. It is really significant to have sustainable treatment of the nature for the next generations. And in order to deepen my understanding of nature, I usually do watercolor sketches, and I paint in the specific places, and then after that I internalize my experience when I have in the plein air in my studio. In the process of abstracting my images, I usually make the painting more generic rather than specific, and that's my way of deepening my understanding of essence of nature, and so deepen my relationship with nature, and then the viewers can interpret according to their mind and feeling and their experiences. So this is spring number 1, which celebrates the beginning of life in a spring day, when the wind is still cold and water in the river is chilly, yet the buds of the deciduous trees let us know that life inside of the trees and plants are about to burst out. In terms of the challenges in my work, I have to be very clear about what my vision is to approach abstraction. And at the same time, I try not to be overthinking about it, since thinking too much destroys the work, basically. And so I start with my intention, and after a while, I have to surrender myself to the materials like sumi ink, watercolor paper, water. All those movement of the materials dictates my work, and I have to be very open to different possibilities and then follow the flow of these materials instead of keep insisting my goal. And when I think less and less, my work becomes more successful. If I insist my intention from the beginning to the end, my work tends to become harder and tighter, and I don't get where I want to go. And so I have a very broad kind of goal, so you can go to different directions within that broad goal instead of a pinpointed goal. And so it is an exercise of letting myself free and then letting things go. This is one of the painting series called Essentials, and it's number 29. I have done a lot of images after I explored woods and trails and so on in the nature, and I concentrated on this specific piece. I concentrated on image of light, water, and forest. They give us essential life forces for us to exist. This painting is called Forest number 1. I walk in the wooded trails often. When I walk, I feel alive and mesmerized with the beauty of the forest. Listening to the sound of the leaves and birds, paying attention to the light and dark of the forest, I feel awe of nature. Both light and dark elements are essential in our life cycles. Forest gives me the space to contemplate on the reality of change in life and let us know every precious moment of our life.